à bord de Safran. 4e journée de navigation sur le nouveau bateau. Et les conditions sont plus excellentes. On va tester le bateau grandeur nature. On a une bonne vingtaine de nœuds et pas mal de mer au large de Belle-Île. Tout va bien à bord. L'équipe au travail derrière. Le bateau se comporte plutôt bien. Et donc dans quelques minutes, nous allons pouvoir mettre le temps pour rentrer à la maison ce soir.
Today's the first day for our 45 in Bermuda out on the Great Sound. It's going to be a good day. We've been waiting for this for quite a while. Really looking forward to it. It's beautiful sailing out there. We've been out there on the Phantoms and now looking forward to see how quickly we chew up the meters on the big boat.
Build a weapon, one that blows the world away.
Today we've just got to go out there, check all the systems, see the race course. We've got to go out there and see where the shallow points are, where the reefs are and where to avoid. And other than that, just get a good day on the water.
In a day, build a weapon that'll turn us into newborns again.
Little increase now.
Build a weapon, one that blows the world away. Build a rocket that'll come and take away us all. Gonna come back.
Oh, awesome. There wasn't any major issues that make us come in. Awesome day. Everything worked pretty well. So we're really happy with day one. Anytime you can come in when you want to and not be forced in by a failure or something, then it's a great day. It's going to be a great race course. It's really cool.
It was great, it was awesome. First day on the racetrack, foiling around. Could have stayed out longer really, but first sail and we were straight into it, full jibing and even had a crack at a few foil tacks. Definitely hoping for another 2-3 days of sailing, so it's setting up to be a great week here.
Yeah, very light wind start, no wind at all, but 4 hours into it, then we were doing 10 knots.
We have a water makeup issue. That makes us a big problem. Why? Just because we cannot live without water.
Pretty major.
At about 5 AM this morning, we sort of crossed our track on leg 1, which means we've sailed around the world, which is good.
The leaders are only 21 miles ahead. The next guys are 11 miles, and Abu Dhabi are just 7 miles over there. So we've kind of got everybody back around us, and we feel as if we've all compacted again, which has lifted the spirits on board, and we're definitely enjoying it a bit more.
You're sailing to a point 200 miles this way, so you can say you can play inside. But if you go a lot off the course, you have to sail a lot faster also. It's a drag race.
That's a big lump of weed that is on our rudder, and I can see it through here. I think the boys are gonna veer away and try and get it off, but we're fighting a bit of a losing battle at the moment. We've got a heck of a lot of weed out there, let's just say that, and we're dodging it as best we can, but we're getting it on the rudder and on the keel and on the prop, and you know, it's almost causing us to wipe out, so we're just trying to pick our way through the minefield and do as best we can.
Well, the most important thing for us is we're next to Dongfang, preferably in front of them, but if we're behind them, so be it. As long as we're next, you know, with the next boat, we don't want to give up too many points to them. So if we could just get in touch with them and then stay near them, then hopefully we can stay in control.
In my life of sailor, I think this is my favorite leg to win because it was so much stress, and at the end we would have prepared a finish more easy with Abu Dhabi 1 mile behind, but at the end the fight was fantastic, and because we won it, the victory was amazing because finishing like that. Yeah, it was stress because until the last minute, last jibe, we were not sure to win this leg.
We're in America. Hey Charles, can I push you in the water? Can I push you in the water?
One of the only things JFK loved more than politics was being on the water. His family were prodigious sailors, yachtsmen, and racers. And this racer will be offered by Heritage Auctions on May 18th, and it's none other than his famous sailboat, Flash 2, which was owned and raced by JFK and his brother Joseph in the Nantucket Sound Star Fleet from 1934 to 1940. It's more than a racing boat, really. It's a piece of American royalty and the chance of a lifetime for the right collector, whether that be a JFK aficionado or a weekend yachtsman looking to add that historic trophy to their personal fleet. This is their opportunity. The Kennedy brothers made quite a name for themselves on the racing circuit with this very boat. And now, after extraordinary and painstaking restoration, she's ready for her next adventure. You can truly picture a young president, 19 years old, cutting through the waves at the command some 80 years ago.
It is amazing to own this boat if you're a Kennedy collector. I can't think of a better piece of memorabilia to own than this. So it is a real piece of American history that you won't ever see probably on the market again.
Welcome to Qingdao, China, and Act 3 of the 2015 Extreme Sailing Series. Qingdao is one of the largest cities in the province of Shandong. It's a fast-growing city, vibrant and economically dynamic. But despite the hustle and bustle, it's one of China's most livable of cities. The city is best known to the world after the 2008 Olympics, because Qingdao is China's sailing city. It has, however, a notorious reputation as being one of the toughest tracks around, because it's a track that sometimes bites.
There's a huge crash on board! Red Bull slam into the side of a dinghy!
9 top international teams have gathered here to continue the battle for the 2015 series. 2 acts down and there is a 3-way split at the top of the series leaderboard. The series perfectly poised coming into China. Double series champions, the Wave Muscat, share the top spot with Red Bull Sailing Team and SAP Extreme Sailing Team. The Austrians and the Danes out to make their mark. But the chasing pack of the new and experienced teams are close behind. As usual, there was plenty of anticipation ahead of racing, perhaps because over the past 2 years, whoever won in Qingdao went on to win the series. As the teams headed out to race on day 1, a thick blanket of fog rolled in and over the city, enveloping everything in its path. As a result, racing was cancelled.
A hugely disappointing day, obviously not being able to have any racing at all. In the 9 years of the Extreme Sailing Series, it's only the 4th occasion that we haven't been able to race at all, and only the first time due to fog.
But some of the teams found time for a spot of rugby during the downtime.
It looks like a bit of Australia versus New Zealand going on with a Russian thrown in, so that's good.
Day 2 and the fog lifted just enough for racing to begin.
As they come up to the line and we're off.
Gazprom Team Russia got out of the blocks early. The Wave Muscat started slowly, but then found speed in the passing lanes and posted a few impressive wins. But the day belonged to SAP Extreme Sailing Team. They were consistently fast off the line and tactically astute, and as a result, they dominated all proceedings.
The conditions did play havoc on the day's racing, but the strong teams adapt to the conditions as the day went on.
Day 3 was a case of déjà vu. The wind was again in a shifty mood. The Danes, once more in commanding form, nailing some good wins and always racking up the points. The Wave Muscat struggled, Lee McMillan at times the picture of despondency. Red Bull couldn't quite get going. But Gazprom Team Russia sailed clean and consistently to keep up their momentum near the top of the leaderboard. Team Extreme Qingdao posted a win much to the delight of fans. Here come Team Turks powered by Kaya Ropes. Another great day from them. But the day's talking point was the form of Team Turks powered by Kaya Ropes. They posted 2 impressive wins with a winning mix of exuberance, skill and smiles.
I think we got a bit of a consistency today. That's great. That's what we are trying to achieve, and that's the most important thing in this race. And it's just wonderful to see this team coming together. It's our first season, and then we're moving forward. So our hard work is paying off. It's wonderful.
The final day, a day perhaps where reputations would be won and lost. Could Gazprom Team Russia get on the winner's podium for the first time? Would the Wave Muscat click and make a charge, or would SAP Extreme Sailing Team stay strong and close it out to finally nail a winning act? Qingdao set a tough test for the final day's racing by blowing anything from 5 knots to 20 knots and then suddenly dropping off a cliff. As the teams pull the trigger, they accelerate towards the start line. It's the WoW Muscat who are up to windward, and they are off and the line is clear. The track turned racing into a lottery. The Danes seemingly were off the pace. The WoW Muscat's charge was on hold. The Russians stayed in the mix, but coming into the final double points race, SAP Extreme Sailing Team's dip in form had opened the door. Gazprom Team Russia, despite a mid-race penalty, did just enough to gain a 3rd place finish overall, their first podium on the series. The WoW Muscat went off on a charge and won the race, but it wasn't enough. 2nd place overall for Lee Macmillan and co. Because Qingdao belonged to SAP Extreme Sailing Team. Yes, that's it! They are delighted. They're the best of friends, they're the best of teammates, and these guys are absolutely delighted. Costner and Hansen had done enough. The Danes had done it. SAP Extreme Sailing Team had won their first act on the Extreme Sailing Series, and they were thrilled.
What a day. It was down to the wire, but now we're so happy. That's the first win, you always remember that one, so fantastic.
It's fantastic for us to win the first act, something that we wanted to do for a long time, and we've been close a few times, but today it came together, and yeah, we're just very happy.
And, just for good measure, they scooped the Land Rover Above and Beyond award for their performance as a team in China. The 2015 series now heads for the UK and Cardiff, a midway point on the 8-act Global Series.